Welcome back to another episode. Um, I just want to point out, I got a lot of one of my videos went viral. I want to thank everybody who liked, commented, and I want to, just give a quick shout out to y'all. That was really great. Hoping one of my first episodes get off the ground like that. But then I also wanted to pose a question to a lot of y'all because a lot of y'all did end up seeing my face because I posted it on TikTok. So for those of y'all who watch it on TikTok or whatever, I just want to know: do I look familiar to y'all? Because it seems like a lot of times in my life, people tend to think I'm somebody that I'm not. And it's happened on a few occasions where people have come to me, said stuff to me, start talking to me, be like, yo, what's up? What's up? I'm looking confused. And they'd be like, oh, snap, you're not him. And I wanted to just go over that to let y'all know the wildness that happens in my life sometimes. Because it's never like, oh, I thought you were somebody else. It'd be like when both of us are too deep into this for it to not be awkward. So let me just start off with this first story. This is the most recent one that happened. This happened not too long ago, a few months back. I was actually coming home from work one day, and I catch the train to and from work. I catch the train, so I'm waiting for my train. I go up to the platform waiting for the train. It's a few people there, and there's one girl there. She looks strung out, like she's clearly zooted, like zooted. And I see her, and I see she sees me, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna mind my business. It's whatever. So I'm standing there, and she just keeps looking at me and glancing at me, and like just shooting her eyes my way. I'm just like, am I tripping? Because I thought I was tripping. So I noticed that she keeps looking at me, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm on my business, on my business. And then she starts like walking, but she isn't like walking. She's like stumbling. I'm like, oh snap. So I'm just trying to like watch her to make sure she don't fall on the tracks. Cause I don't want nobody fall on the tracks. That you just I feel like that's just common courtesy. So I'm watching her, just making sure she's solid, but trying not to like stare intently at her. But she just keeps looking at me, and it seems like every time she stumbles and takes a step, she takes a step towards my direction, which got me confused to the fullest. So what I do is I just casually take a step away from her. I feel like that was the safest option because I don't want to accuse her of anything. I don't want to be like, "Yo, what you follow me?" Or like, I don't want to get hostile on her, but I also don't want to get shanked or ask for drugs or offer drugs. I don't want to communicate with anybody. I spend an entire day talking to people on the phone. I work in a call center, so the idea of talking to anybody before I get in my house is dead. Plus, she didn't look like she had anything of interest to say to me. So we kind of do this like merry-go-round around a platform. She's like not chasing me, but she's clearly like it's very clear that she's trying to make her way towards my direction. And eventually she gets within earshot. She takes another step and I step away. And she's just like, no, please don't leave. What? She sounded like she was in danger. But there was clearly no danger. Like, it was only one other person on the platform, and he wasn't not bothered by either of us. Like, he was minding his business to the fullest. So I'm like, what? So she comes over, and she's just like at my side. She wasn't like touching me, but she was like very uncomfortably close. And I'm like, oh, maybe she just needs assistance. Like, I don't know what's happening here. And then she looks up at me. She's shorter than me, so she looks up at me. She's like, you got the stuff? I'm like, what stuff? And she's like, wait, you not him. I'm like, what? You've been chasing me around this train platform for the past 7 minutes, only to then recognize that I'm not the person you think I am. Make it make sense, please. So I'm like, no, I'm not him. I don't even want to ask who him is. So I'm like, no. She's like, oh, my bad. And she stumbles away. I'm like, okay, that was awkward, but glad I'm not dealing with that anymore. Then I see who him is. This dude looks nothing like me. He's like 6'6", dark skin, face tats. Like, he comes up on the platform and they got make eye contact and she like run towards him. I'm like, yo, I look nothing like this dude. This could not have been the dude she thought I was. It was ridiculous. We didn't even have the same hairstyle. He had dreadlocks. But apparently I just look like bull. It's ridiculous. Another time this happened. That's one time where I actually ended up seeing what the dude looked like. So I wasn't shrouded in mystery for the rest of my life. One time I never found out what the dude looked like. And this was when I was younger. This was when I was in like I had just started high school and I was catching a bus home from my school every day. And back then I had to catch two buses to get home. I had to catch one bus, get off, and then another bus like stopped at that same stop. I rode that to my house. But the first bus dropped me off in a neighborhood where that was close to another high school. I don't know if y'all well, for everybody that's like in my city, I'm from Philly. Everybody that knows Grats, you know that you never want to really be around Grats kids because they're reckless. They're the demon high school kids. And for everyone else that don't know what I'm talking about, these are the demon high school kids. Like everyone got that one high school where it's just like, oh, you don't mess with kids from there. They vicious. That was this. So usually I would just mind my business, not talk to them. They were usually be beefing with people within their own school, so I never had to deal with anything like someone coming up and trying to beef with me, except for this day. So one day I'm waiting for my bus, chillaxing. So one day I'm chilling there, I'm just relaxing, waiting for my bus, and these two kids in Gratz uniforms, they start walking towards the bus stop, real intensely. Like I could see them, and it's clear that they can see me. Like we're facing each other, but I'm just waiting at the bus stop. Like I'm not shook by it. And I see them like from like a block down, and they're walking heavy. Like they're clearly looking for somebody. They're like, like army drill. Like but it's regular with Gratz kids. You always see Gratz kids, and you always like, oh, they on go mode. They ready to beat somebody ass, cause that's all they do is just beat somebody ass. Like these niggas don't learn. But I digress. So they're walking towards me, real aggressive, whatever, and they keep walking. And I look around and I realize nobody else here is high school age. Like it was like three other adults waiting for the bus. But once again, I'm the only guy in high school. There's no one else around. So look, they walking so intense for. They think they gonna miss the bus. The bus don't come for like 7 minutes. So walking, they keep walking, and I'm like looking. And then as they get closer, it's clear that they're staring at me. And I'm just like, what is this? I didn't know what to do because I'm like, there's no like I don't know these kids. I can see their faces. It's very clear that I don't know them. I know for a fact I don't know these kids, but they're walking and they're walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. And they get to like where they're gonna cross the street to get to me because now they're not even a block away. They're like across the street from me, and I look at them and they're looking at me, and I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I looked confused because like I need answers. If y'all gonna try to beat me up, at least explain it. Like, you know, and then they walk, they get like halfway across the street and their jaws drop and they go and they come up to me and they say, "Yo, bro, my bad. We didn't mean to scare you. We thought you was somebody else that was talking crazy. We was about to jump you." What? Now I'm just like really confused because at this point, why did you tell me that? Why did you tell me that? Like y'all could have just kept walking and not said anything, but y'all made the conscious effort to walk up to me and say, "You look like somebody that was talking crazy at our school. We was about to beat you up." And I'm like, no, not him. Like at this point, I'm just awkward and confused. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, cause what do you say? Just yeah, you look like somebody we got beef with. It's not me. So I'm like, okay, it's not me though. So I'm just waiting for the bus. And they're like, yeah, my bad, bro. You know, you would think that would be the end of the story, but that isn't the end of the story because we fast forward 24 hours, and I'm waiting at the bus stop again, and these same two dudes are walking intensely again, and they're walking towards me again, And then at like pretty much the same exact point, they go, "Damn, bro, you wait here again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I wait here every day. I gotta go home." They're like, "Yo, dog, you really look like the boy from our school. Like, you know, so and so. You related to him?" No, I don't know him. Dang, well, can you like wait at a different bus stop or something? Like, cause you be confusing us. It's the only stop that I could get to from my first bus. Like, I don't really know how to help y'all. And I think if he know that y'all are coming here every day, he not coming here because ain't nobody been here for like forever. You know, nobody that look like me wait here. They're like, dang, bro, well, that's crazy for real. Like, you know, we not gonna do nothing, but you know, that's our fault. But if you ever need somebody ass beat, just let us know. What type of offer is that? I don't know y'all. And who? What am I going to send a hit out with Grat? You know, that's not a bad idea. Send some Grats kids on a hit because they'll do it. They'll probably do it for like a McDouble. Like you won't even have to pay yo much because they just like, bro. I swear they just thrive off of negativity. They're like, I don't even want to say they're like Thanos. Thanos had a goal. They're like Putin. I mean, Putin got goals too. I don't know who's the most. Let me know in the comments. That's my question. Who is the most reckless person y'all know, or like, or reckless villain? Like who is just like I want to smoke. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of Chief Keef because they was just on it. But yeah, and what's another time? One time I was downtown in Wawa, minding my business, ordering my sandwich. You know, y'all don't know. So Wawa, you gotta like order on like a little touchscreen type of situation. You like type it, you like punching your order with the options. So I'm on the screen punching in my order, nothing crazy. And this girl comes up behind me. It's like, yo, rah, rah, rah. Like she's like, she's like, yo, you thought you was just gonna be ducking me? You not paying the child support, whatever, whatever. I turn around like, what? When did I have children? I was not aware I had kids. Who was going to tell me? She's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Who are you? Like you the one came at me yelling about child support, and you want to talk about some who are you? We had a Wawa. Like what?" She's like, "Oh my bad, my bad." She had her kid with her and everything. Talk about, oh well, you know, my baby daddy ain't nothing. But you know what you trying to get into? I'm trying to go home. Leave me alone. I think that's like my. I think that'd be the main problem with a lot of these. Like, I just be on my. I be trying to like maneuver my way to my crib, and it's like I can't get. I can't catch a break. I can't because people just think I look like somebody. All right. So for this final story, I just want to give you a little bit of context because you know it's just required. So me and my sister, we don't have the same dad. We have two different dads. And I usually will go with her dad to like some of the family functions that they be having or whatever. Like his whole family, like they know me, they're cool with me. So well, they don't all know me, hence the story, but the you know, he's cool. We be going to places. So I think it was like 4th of July one year. He came, he picked us up. He was like, "Oh yeah, my cousin or whoever having a barbecue." I'm like, "All right, cool, we'll go get some grub." And I'm bad at recognizing people. So a lot of times, if I see somebody that like they know I know them, I don't usually remember them, especially if I didn't see you in years and I don't see you that often. So that kind of explains what happened here too. But we pull up to the place, we go inside, everyone's all hyped. They like, oh hey, they know my sister because she sees them more often, obviously. So they're all talking, hey, you know, how you doing? This and they're all being like friendly to me in the same way, like in a oh I know who you are kind of way. I'm accepting it, you know, no one's like coming up with me all crazy. I think like 7 people came up to me like, oh hey, how you doing, man? Shook my hand all crazy. How you been? I'm like, yeah, I've been all right. Nothing much. So, house full of people, nobody says anything. Then, like, I guess the grandmom of the family, like this older lady, she walks in. She like walks past me. She's like, "Oh, hey, Harry." She's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hello." And then she like stops, turns to me, looks me dead in my face, and goes, "You're not Reggie." I'm like, who's Reggie? Everyone starts looking at me like, yo, who is that? That's not Reggie. Like, no, I'm her brother, you see, I'm with them, those two. Like, oh, you Harry's stepson. I heard about you. I'm like, ah, they're like, what's your name? I'm like, Karan. They're like, damn, you look just like Reggie. I don't know who Reggie is. Like that, it becomes a talk of the party. Like for the rest of the night, all I hear is, "You really look like my cousin Reggie. You really look like my uncle Reggie. You really look like my brother Reggie, man. Like it's uncanny. Y'all related? I'm not related to nobody here. Like, oh my god, it irked me. I was playing Uno with the one girl. She's like, "Yo, you sure you not Reggie?" Yes, I'm sure I'm not him. Like, like they had me thinking I was living a double life. And the whole time, like they're going crazy. Even my sister's like, I don't know who this person is, but apparently you look like him. Then they're like, no, when he show up, like we gonna have to do like a comparison because y'all look like twins. He never even showed up. I'm like, bruh. That was one of the most polarizing situations I've ever been in. I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. And so many people, like, at least 10 or 11 people all telling me, "Yo, you look like this bull. I said hello to you in confidence that you were him, and you were not him." Like, I'm not him. And that, like, I just don't understand. I just talked to my mom about this, and apparently this has been a thing even since I was a child. I look like other babies as a baby. I don't know what to do. So that's my question to y'all. I After all these scenarios, y'all see my face on TikTok. I got two different lights shining on my face. Y'all can see everything on my face. So those y'all watching on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, I want y'all to really let me know in my comment section down below. Do I look like somebody you know? Because I just look like everybody in the city of Philadelphia at this point. It's just it's uncanny. And if you want to duet my videos, be like, "Oh, you look like him," I'll probably respond to y'all. But I don't know. My face just isn't that definitive. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening. Talk to y'all next week.